let's be honest, hands up who didn't get much sleep last night. I was so full of adrenaline. I couldn't get any sleep, honestly. I was tossing and turning. I was singing. I was imagining that tackle from Conor Bradley on Kylian Mbappe. I was putting myself in Conor Bradley's position, or excuse me, in Kevin Kelleher's position, imagining what it was like to save that Mbappe penalty. Oh, lads, what a night. Do you know what? I feel like such a fool and such a fraud because I said last night, oh, it's not that important of a game, not too big in our season. But then when the result came in, the performance came in, I very much changed my tune. Maybe I was scared, I don't know. Maybe deep down I was worried. But it was a great night. Absolutely fantastic. Loved every second of it. Have you seen the Madrid team ignoring Mbappe, and do I feel bad for him? Do I feel bad for him? No, not in the slightest. Um, I've said this before. I don't know why they signed him. They didn't need him. Which sounds crazy, because we're talking about Kylian Mbappe here, but they've rocked the boat for no reason, in my mind, Madrid. You know, they've potentially put Vinicius Junior's nose at a joint by bringing in Mbappe, and they just didn't need him. It feels like an arrogant signing that they could have done without, and they could have used that money better in other positions, maybe look to replace Toni Kroos. Just feels completely unnecessary. So no, I don't have any sympathy for him or Real Madrid. I do have sympathy though for Real Madrid's bus driver who crashed. Did you see that? The brand spanking new Real Madrid luxury team coach crashed into the back of a lorry yesterday. So that was, I guess it was a good microcosm of their trip over to Anfield in general, wasn't it? It was a bit of a crash. I think good. Most of you guys are agreeing as well about the whole Mbappe thing at Real Madrid. It just felt like they needed this bit of bling, for want of a better phrase. And you know, I thought Madrid had moved away from that kind of Galactico signing, and they were signing players that you could see that they needed, and strategically going around replacing players. You know, they've gone backwards. You know, whoever thought we'd say that in a sentence? Any team, let alone Madrid, have gone backwards since they've signed Kylian Mbappe. That feels crazy to say. But I'm going to say something else about it. Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe should be ashamed of themselves. Because that performance from both of them was appalling. And not just them, by the way. There were some other Madrid players who weren't great, but they looked like they couldn't be arsed. Both of them. You know, Mbappe obviously got pocketed by Bradley, but Bellingham was anonymous in the game. So, do you know who did impress me from Madrid side though? That young centre-back Asensio. He impressed me. I thought he was good. Camavinga looked very good until he went off in 55, I think it was. But yeah, them two big star players on a big night in front of, you know, Rafa Nadal was there and, you know, lots of dignitaries or whatever, and just didn't show up. They were shockingly bad.